Just a couple days ago, Toyota showed its upcoming booth at the Japan Mobility Show, aka the Tokyo Motor Show. I will be going to next week, so make sure you subscribe. But we got information on these. This is going to be kind of like that EV Supra, and this is going to be kind of like the EV Corolla Cross-size vehicle. But we didn't know what these adorable little electric vans were going to be. Now we got the details spilled on them, so we're heading on over to the Toyota European newsroom. So maybe there's a good chance that it's heading to Europe as well. And I think there may be an image or two that may confirm that. I want it to come to America, but I don't know if it's going to. However, we're going to talk about this little guy today. It is called the KAYOIBAKO, and I could be butchering that. And Toyota knows it's not the easiest word to say, but KAYOIBAKO is kind of like a shipping container for moving parts around in Japan. And so that's what it's being named after. And that's why Toyota is also calling it the KB. And I honestly think it's kind of like a spiritual successor to the Scion XB in a lot of ways. If you're excited for it, smash a like button and let's get into it. Now, there are all sorts of business uses for it. So they see this kind of as a Swiss Army knife, but they're also claiming that it will be for the private sector too, for people, for families, and the vehicle can be customized according to individual tastes and preferences, evolving into one-of-a-kind mobility, as well as catering to diverse personal uses and lifestyles. The KAYOIBAKO will also contribute to providing mobility for all, for example, enabling designs that offer easier access to wheelchair users. So we're gonna get right into the images here. This thing, I know the visibility doesn't look great from the passenger perspective, but I like having this little window down here. It's a little bit like Canoe. Maybe Toyota's channeling their inner Canoe here, but this should be a smaller vehicle in theory. We also have sliding doors. Heck yeah. So when I see something like this coming out of Japan, I think more than likely it's going to be an exclusive Japan car or almost like a K car, but it could be coming to other markets as well, so stay tuned. I like the headlights, the Toyota logo here. We got to zoom in of that in a little bit. The back end of it looks super cute. It's kind of like a Stormtrooper vibe with the white and the black theme going on. And check this out. This is a QR code, and this is for vehicle to load. So I pulled up what that vehicle to load website is in that QR code, and check out this adorable animated, or you could say comic book style, that talks about how up to 1500 watts, but something in the KAYOIBAKO could produce more than 1500 watts from its battery. So we'll have to see if they release any more information on it. But they're just saying, hey, it can make life easier. You can use it as a mobile office. That's what I would immediately buy it if it was available in America. Use it as a mobile office. This thing would be the answer to so many of my wants and needs. I'll just say that. As a digital creator of some sort, I would be able to utilize this vehicle to the max. Absolutely. I could set up a little desk in there with how spacious it is, almost stand up on the inside of it as well. But yeah, they're showing a Venza here, which I'm getting a Venza today. And why are they showing a Venza here? Well, the Harrier in Japan, it's the same thing. Gets a plug-in hybrid powertrain, same thing as the RAV4 Prime. Speaking of RAV4 Prime, I know I'm going to get back on track, guys. Pricing has come out for the 2024 model year. It is $350 per trim level more expensive. Not that big of a deal. So the thing is, getting your hands on a RAV4 Prime is pretty difficult. I think the design is close to what the production model would be. Of course, we would have physical side mirrors instead of digital ones. But check this out. Look, you have corner sensors here instead of like the little circular proximity sensors that we see in today. These are like next generation sensors. And we have the Beyond Zero BEV logo on the back. And this is a huge lift back that we see in the rear. No tailgate, which is fine because anyways, look how much glass there is here. A completely glass roof with some structural pieces in between there. And that brings a lot of extra light into the cab and not just these small windows in the back. Let's keep moving. Oh yes, the charger is in the back. And I thought this was the case also on the Toyota 3E concept that we saw yesterday or a couple of days ago. We also have door handles that suck into the side. That looks really, really clean. Another look of the extra visibility piece here at the bottom, charging port in the back. Here's the functional cargo space. And look at this. Okay, it actually does have a tailgate. I lied. It has a tailgate, which makes it even more desirable than I could have imagined. We have a tailgate that you can use as a step or a bench seat. Ladies and gentlemen, long live the tailgate that we miss so much in the Land Cruiser series, or the 300 series. So, man, I want this thing. Hopefully it comes out soon. We have a lot of recycled plastic here. That's kind of the Starry Night sort of design that we see in upcoming vehicles like the Volvo EX30. Huge information screen that goes across the dash. And this portion would be customizable. I would assume you could have up to maybe 4 seats in here, but you could take it out and have your own little mobile office, or kind of like a storage container on wheels too. Now, they're also marketing it, guys, because it's an individualistic car. They're marketing it not just for practicality, but also for overlanding. You have a kayak on top, and check this out. This is somewhere in Scandinavia with the blonde people, with the huge fjord mountain-like things going on, the canoe on top. This thing looks so adorable. And check this out. We have all-terrain tires and smaller wheels on here. If this thing comes to Europe and not North America, it's going to be an absolute travesty. It kind of reminds me of a battery electric version in some ways of the TJ Cruiser that we never got. Also, here it's equipped for snow weather. The same sort of all-terrain tires. You have the little ladder on the side. I would assume that's what this is. The jerry cans, I mean, maybe that's for water. Don't know why you would need all jerry cans on here because it's a battery electric. But you got the shovel, maybe some snowboards on top. You got the windshield protectors, the wire protectors that push branches out of the way. Absolutely love it. And then you see an urban interpretation of it, kind of like a Scion XB, right? With the massive wheels, the painted calipers. It's kind of blacked out. And this is a different concept. It's still based off the KB, but they're calling it the BB Plus concept. So definitely more for the city usage. I don't know how I would want. Maybe I'd get 2 of these things. I don't care what they cost. I'll put myself in a deep dark hole financially if I need to get a city version as well as an overlanding version. I'm just head over heels with this. You guys know how much I like minivans, but I even more so do I like true minivans. I have a huge soft spot for the Mazda 5 that was discontinued in the United States. I was the last true minivan here that's not a work van like an NV200 from Nissan, for example, but a true everyday usage, 2 to 3 rows of seats sort of situation. So hopefully this comes to America as the mini Sienna or the next generation Scion XB sort of situation. But man, I'm really excited for it. I can't wait to see it in Japan, and I'll try to dig any information I can to see where this vehicle is actually headed for which markets around the world. With it being teased at the Toyota Europe newsroom, I think it's pretty much going to head there. But they also get the LM minivan that we don't get from Lexus. So maybe they see as Europe is a better fit for this city-like vehicle. But they're also touting overlanding, which would fit America and North America really, really well. So they might not bring it here in favor of the little mini cruiser instead. I would rather have this than the mini cruiser because sliding doors are chef's kiss. There's also a couple other debuts here. I don't know where the image is. There it is. So this is the concept of the next Infiniti electric car. Should I say the first Infiniti electric car? It will be debuting on October 24th. So that should be the Tokyo Motor Show, but Infiniti doesn't exist over there. So that is strange. But it's called the QE or the Vision QE, and it is going to be produced in 2025 in Canton, Mississippi, alongside of a Nissan model as well. So maybe it's there at the booth. I'd really like to see it at the Nissan booth over in Japan, and I'll give you guys some more details on that when I'm over there. Also, they should have the AFEELA car, which is Honda and Sony concept, that is coming in 2025, 2026. So stay tuned for that. Can't wait to get my hands on it and see what that's all about with its incredible amount of sensors and cameras provided by Sony. Nissan is also unveiled there. I think this could be their last concept that they're showing at the Tokyo Mobility Show. We've had these 2 terrible other concepts. This one isn't much better because they don't seem anywhere close to production. They seem like hideous concepts that'll be maybe 20 years from now. So I'm not excited over what Nissan's showing for the Tokyo Mobility Show, other than the actually the Infiniti concept that we just saw. That gets me excited because that's real. That's coming in 2025. But these Nissan concepts, it's not doing anything for me. I think they're all ugly. And you guys know I like minivans. I would never buy a minivan that looks like this. I'm too excited for the KAYOIBAKO or KAYOIBAKO. Like I said, I'm butchering it. I don't know what it actually sounds like until maybe I get to Japan and I hear them speak it in their native language, and then I can say it correctly after that. But I'm going to close out with this. I don't even think I went over the interior. So we have the naming right here. We have that big window at the bottom, and of course the windshield at the top. Additional corner window here in the A-pillar area. Steering by wire, that's why you see this steering yoke. Now this almost looks like fabric, but this could be a rubber exterior grippy pad too on the exterior steering yoke. And these buttons are way more fleshed out than I was expecting. We have driving assistance over here, so radar cruise control. You also have your digital assistant. You have volume. Look at this volume scrolly wheel here. Really enjoy it. Now, here's the thing. Could this exist in a production model? Probably not, because I don't know where the airbag would go unless they have some new airbag technology. Your drive selects over here behind the steering wheel on the right-hand side. Of course, this is right-hand drive. It wouldn't be hard for them to flip it around for left-hand drive. This is how you turn the vehicle on. You have your flashers here, and you have your climate control settings, USB-C. Cute little screen down here, and I would assume I would want, to be honest, I would want my climate control down here, but they have it looks like maybe a schedule to deliver things, which is pretty neat. But up top, you have your digital side mirror, your battery percentage, your speed, turn-by-turn navigation, temperature, the time. I mean, this is a really intuitive screen here. I'd love to see this technology on future Toyotas, absolutely. You have your upcoming deliveries here as well, which is pretty neat. So really like the technology being put in here. What do we have on the door? What is this? I can't tell what that button is there, but that looks like it could have some writing on it. But I'm shutting it down there, guys. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for my coverage of the Japan Mobility Show, leaving in just a couple days, well, a few days from now. I'm really excited for the concepts that we already know are going to be there, but man, there's going to be a lot of stuff that is going to be revealed for the first time at these press conferences by these Japanese automakers. So make sure you guys are subscribed. You don't want to miss it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.